Good morning, Virgo. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Virgo. I want to give you guys an opportunity to come into the room before I get started. Hello, everyone. Grand Rising, good morning. Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get started with the reading. Of course, this is going to be a general reading. We're going to start with a few oracles. Virgo, we're going to see what's going to come out here. Um, First, we'll see. We'll check and see what's going to be coming out here for you. Virgo, whoa. Wow. Super early in the morning. Hey, Chelsea. Chelsea, hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Hey, Kiana. Oh my God, they changed something with YouTube again because I can't see you guys like that. Hey, Tiffany. Tiffany, what's going on, girlfriend? Hey, Bree. Hey, Letitia. If I'm forgetting or if I'm missing some people, please forgive me because I can't see. Hey, Dee. Hey, Sitsi. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Sean. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into it. Let's get into it. We're going to be using a few different oracles. Of course, we'll use probably this one. We got a few other ones we'll use, and then we're going to get into the tarot. Okay. Now, you guys already know. All right, you guys already know I am not about to be shuffling in front of camera. I did that with Taurus the other day, and the whole camera fell. So we're not going to do that. Most of you guys already have seen me shuffle a million times. You've been here for years. So now let's go ahead. Let's see what's going to come out. We're going to start with your element cards. I know it's really early in the morning. I've been up since like 4:45. I've been doing that recently. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Virgo, first card that's coming out here for you is Earth element. This is you. Okay. Stability. It talks about stability, the physical world, nature, practicality, solid foundations, be patient, being rooted and grounded. Now, I am going to clarify these cards, okay? That is what I want to do. But I feel like this could, and this is interesting because at the bottom of the deck, you guys have the water element here. Now, if we put these two together, the water element literally says, trusting your feelings, not using logic, emotional, intuitive, subtle changes, psychic dreaming. Virgo, I just think that the thing is you guys possibly need to, you need to have this moment of pause, okay? Because this is saying something completely different. Usually when you see the emotional card, or especially your emotions, you're not practical. It's the complete opposite of it. You're not rational, or you're in your feelings and you aren't being grounded. So it's something about you that you need to like kind of get a hold on here with that earth element card. That's what I see. And it's like you need to be using your intuitive powers about making realistic and logical changes. That's what I'm seeing off of here, and I'm only going off of those two cards. I just thought it was interesting that you had one was earth and the other one was water. We're going to keep going. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo. But the physical world has something to do with what you're able to possess. The physical world has something to do with the things that you possess in your bank account, in your home, your car, the clothes on your back, that type of stuff. So when we get into the reading, we're going to find out what this means and how much you are going to be able to obtain based on the physical world. All right, let's go ahead. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see. We all know what this is, right? We all know what this is. Opposition. Okay, so this makes sense. So remember, I just talked about that water element. Even if that water element didn't come out, this is a call for something here with the earth element. It is a call to do something. And this is saying why. Well, there has been power struggles. There's been tests. There's been unbalanced energy. Like I said, it could be monetary wise, right? Money, earth, emotional. We just saw it with the water. It could be people at your job, that type of stuff. So this is things that you are needing to overcome here with opposition. Now, most of you guys already know, what's in the opposite of the Virgo sign. You guys, it depends on the degree too. Most of you guys are over this, but you have to deal with Saturn and Neptune. It still affects the Virgo house, but it's going to be different for everybody. So you're going to be opposed for whatever reason. There could be opposition in love, opposition with your finances, opposition with your business. It could be opposition with your family. So it just depends on what house is sitting in, to be completely honest with you. But you are being opposed at this time from what we're looking at. At the bottom of the deck, it does say you're being opposed from your hopes and wishes. So you can have friends who don't like you, by the way, or people who are so-called friends based on what I'm looking at here, because it says friendship. So you can get opposition from people who are so-called friends. But it's saying that it is opposing you to get what you want. So here it literally says 11th house. 11th house is hopes and wishes. And so you are being opposed from your hopes and wishes, things that you have been wanting and you have not been able to get it. What else does it say? Humanitarian groups, tribe. There could be a group of people that could be against you too. So let's say if you do have, like, this could be at like a place that you like to go and like arts and crafts type of thing. Now there's like a group of people or more than two who likes to, talk about you or gossip about you behind your back. This could be, of course, that happens at your work and career. We talked about that plenty of times. But I do feel like it could be not just one person who is opposing you. It could be groups of people, or just like, groups is three. Okay, sometimes two, where there's more than one person that's against you. So I'm going to have to look at this card for what it is. Some of you is going to be friends. For others, it's going to be more than one person who is doing this. So I'm not really sure. And sometimes, yes, it's family. Okay, that's what I see. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out. Now, here you have North Node. And it says your purpose, your journey, where you're headed in life. Now, of course, this card came out, and this is where you're headed. It talks about destiny and karma. Things coming to fruition, fulfillment. But you see how it says the challenge of it all, right? So it says that you're meant to go somewhere, but the challenge is definitely here. The only reason why I even hone in on that one is because right before you had the opposition. So it's like the opposition or the challenge before you get to your destination. That's what it's saying. Okay. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. I don't ever read these cards this way, and I'm a little like disappointed that I haven't been reading it like this, but I'm like, damn, I could have been reading it like this because it kind of shows you what's happening. At the bottom of the deck, you have hidden truths, or things that have been like your outcomes that seems unclear, or your future seeming unclear, if you get what I'm saying. Because if you look at North Node, this talks about your future, and it's saying your future seems uncertain, unclear, but which we've talked about that before, right? So it's not like it's the first time. But I like the fact that it says whatever you don't know will come to the surface, whether it is a secret that someone is holding, whether it is, something that you're not thinking about, something that's going on that you are just, you have no idea that it's happening. Okay. Now it also says necessary void. Necessary void. So it feels like this like moment of pause. I think I said that earlier with the earth element, right? So it seems like this necessary pause, okay, is intentional. Like it's meant to get you somewhere, all right? Because void is emptiness. Void is like, going into the void. You guys already know what that means. So it's just like this, a nothingness. It's like a nothingness. So if it says a necessary period of nothingness, in order for you to get to your North Node, in order to get to your destiny. Now that's interesting because what I want to do, I mean, technically, I mean, when we pull the cards, I'll see what that means, but I feel like that's what it's saying, that there is a reason why. Some of you guys are retreating, okay? Like right now, you guys are not really trying to focus on anything else but one particular thing. So that's what I'm saying. Let's see if I could get another one. I'm actually really interested. I didn't think that I would read it that way, but that's the way I'm reading it this morning, and I'm kind of disappointed that I haven't done that before. Let's see. This is for, oh, let me make sure no one interrupts. This is for Virgo. All right, let's see what comes out. All right, here it is again, your pack. So some of you, there's going to be somebody who's going to come in here. Now, this could be during Sagittarius season. You guys had Sagittarius, not Sag, sorry, I picked the wrong one. Leo and Sag. So the Leo was the one that fell out by accident, and then Sagittarius was the card that came out at the bottom of the deck when I pulled this one, because that's how I'm reading it. Sagittarius season is coming up. So this could be someone who's going to come in here and assist you or support you according to this card. This could be a Sagittarian themselves, like that, their actual sign. But I like to do it this way because this is the next season. Sagittarius season is coming up. And then this is what it says. It says you will be in rare modes of expression and artistic, expression, I will say too. It says that there's going to be some resources that can come in here. But either way, it says someone that's going to come in here and assist you. Now, this could also be someone who has a Leo in their chart, or this could describe the quality of this person. This could be someone who is very so independent, someone who is playful, good looking, usually because Leo talks about the sun. Someone who is charismatic, that could be a love interest, or it could be what is it called, like someone that will help you with your job. Okay, like this could be like an independent contractor or something like that. And again, we look at the card that says assist you. Okay, so that could very well happen in Sagittarius season, someone of a Leo-like nature, or it can happen in Leo season. I mean, I hate to push it out that far, but the Sagittarius was the one that really came out at the bottom of the card with this one. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and keep going, because this reading is not supposed to be that long, because, baby, when I tell you I have to get so many in this morning. All right, so this is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what's going to come out here for Virgo. This is for Virgo. All right, now one of the cards that's coming out here for you, there it is again, tribe, from a completely different deck. Okay, it says there could be someone who's going to come in here, and obviously a tribesman, or someone that we just saw, your pack, that could bring in some type of blessings. Now this could be some type of help that you're going to be receiving, okay, from someone that would be considered to be a friend. Now let's look and see what tribes mean. It says community, friends, social group, soul family, okay? New people will be entering your life to bring you love and support in the physical. That is crazy, because that's exactly what we're reading, okay? Remember, we said the first part of this has something to do with what we bring into the physical world. Physical world has something to do with money, your clothing, where, like the stuff that you're able to possess, right? Okay, and you have been at this place where you have not been getting it because you are being opposed. We already talked about the two planets that are opposing the opposite sign of you, okay, and the challenges that you could be facing. Challenges towards your future, towards your destiny, towards your North Node, right? Now, then we had that whole assist you with the Sagittarian energy. And these are going to be blessings. Let's see what the blessing says here. Rewards, gift, help, assist. Help and assist is the same thing. It says this is going to be a joyful occasion for you. That is very interesting. These were the two cards that fell out. And then it says it could be unexpected. So this would be something that is sudden, unforeseen. And it says change. expect the unexpected. So even though you guys may not know the exact time or how this will happen, it definitely talks about that there's going to be something that is going to change here for you. Maybe the way that it happens, or maybe how not dramatic, I would say the extremes of how this will happen will be very unexpected to you, okay? So I'm going to put this one down because that was the one that fell. I'm not going to take both, but blessings. I'll put this over here. Blessings came out with it. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what comes out here for Virgo. Thank you so much, Carla. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. 2 of them came out. You had pushing buttons, which I didn't even know this card was in there. And creative power. So we just talked about the creative part here where it says being original and expression. We see that word expression again. Remember that came out with this wolf moon talking about expression. This is expression has to be more like communicative, like communication, that type of thing. Sometimes it does have something to do with art and you know, writing. Okay. And this could be in all forms. But it says you are an innovator, okay, and a visionary. And remember, we're talking about your destiny. So it is something that you are creating. I don't know what that could be. It could be a baby. It could be anything that you guys put your mind to, basically. And I want to put that there because this is exactly what it was basically meaning when I looked at that North Node. But let's see what happened here with pushing buttons. Now, this is a card I'm not familiar with, and this is what it says. If you create or invite your own storms, you must be willing to endure the storms. Okay, so what is this? Now, remember, we talked about self-sabotage, right? Okay, we talked about it plenty of times. And this is another card that's somewhat saying that. Here, it talks about toxic behaviors from you or toxic behaviors from other people. But again, it said you. So you have to be careful about what you do. Why do we know that this could be you? I almost just missed that. Remember, when we came out with our first pull, we had earth element, but at the bottom, it was the what? Water. You get what it's saying? Do not react based off your feelings and your emotions. Because for some of you can end up bringing in wrong, like this, like drama, and bringing in toxic behaviors. Now, some of you could be actually bringing this in by people, though, like, you know, inviting people into your life, entertaining people who are drama filled. This is what I'm thinking that it can mean too. Okay. And it's sitting right on the opposition. By the way, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck with that. You guys had light worker. Light worker. Hold on. Cardsville. You guys had light worker here. So a lot of you really do have like this whole humanitarian energy. Light worker says service to people. So again, it doesn't mean you are a light worker. You guys already know. I don't stay in this realm, right? I don't stay in this. I know I do this, but I'm more so about the what happens outside this particular side of YouTube, because most people, that's what we're dealing with. I love the fact that they put these type of cards here, because if you say light worker, people are going to automatically think like, oh, that has something to do with what, you know, even what I would do, I guess. But no, there's other stuff that I do. Okay, so it's not this. But I love where it says a service, and a lot of people are nurses. A lot of people service people for hair and nails, and you know, they have their own business where they do service people. Here it says you could be a teacher, you could be a healer. Okay, some of you are in that energy. So whatever it is that you're doing, it helps people. It can heal people in some way. They even talk about beauticians being healers. Okay. But this one was at the bottom of the deck. At least I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I was supposed to pull that. I thought that was the one. Maybe not. You know, you guys have rooted and you guys have romance. Okay. So here it says, look deeper into the situation in your life and hold firm to what you know to be true. Stand firm, stability, and born in deep. Now that goes back to the earth element. You guys need this stability, obviously, because it is constantly coming out of your reading. And this is actually hitting your future element because it's North Node. It talks about your future, your destiny, where you're going to be. So there's going to be some type of stability in your future. Now that is with, could be with anything. You guys already know earth element is anything that you're able to obtain financially. You need money in order to obtain things, okay? So I do believe that that talks about you guys being stable financially in the future. And this could also mean a stable romantic relationship. Here with romance, it says love is flowing and hearts are opening. A love interest will start to bloom. Here it says spiritual love. Love, I'm doing it like this because when you guys make any kind of comments or something like that, I can't see. So I have to hold it up here. Um, spiritual love, love, potential, and courtship. So there is definitely going to be something that's going to come up in here that has the potential to be long term, according to the rooted card, and it's going to be happening in the future. Future could be from the time I hang up this live till tomorrow onward. Okay, and that's what I'm saying here. Now we're going to go ahead and get into your tarot, which is not going to be that many. I want to use this deck again. I love these cards. I haven't used these cards in forever, but I love the messages that are on here. So let's see. You know what? I probably should have grabbed the other cards for your money, though. That's what I should have done. Dang it. All right. So let's go ahead. This is for Virgo. I'll see if I can read it a certain way with this. Let's see. Let's see what comes out, Virgo. All right. First card that comes out is the Nine of Wands. You've worked hard, and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Announcing, annoying. Sorry, you can't see y'all. Annoying challenges may pop up, but don't worry, you'll get through them just as you have in the past. Nine of Wands is a wounded, tired energy. It's like the wounded warrior, the guy that has like bandages all on his head. Okay. And so if you take what that picture that I just said with the guy with bandages all over him and the challenges, and it's sitting right between the element and the opposition. So for a lot of you, you guys have been needing to hold on for a very long time. There's been challenges that you've been experiencing for a while. And so here it says, don't worry, you'll get through it just like you did in the past. Now, of course, everybody experienced challenges all the time. Like, I don't think you're going to be on this planet and not experience it. So it says, even in the future, it may not be the major ones that you've experienced, but there could be little things that are going to, annoy you. You'll be fine. You'll get through them. But you see that this gazelle is just still flowing, right? Gracefully. You think of gazelle and you think of grace. So you guys are gracefully going to be able to overcome some issues that you may be having. Now, this is funny because you are full of grace. If we take that gazelle and then you do all things with grace, right? So if you are being triggered, don't allow other people to get you out of character, that type of thing. Here it says, take some time for contemplation, to retreat and go within, be a beacon for others on their path to their spiritual enlightenment. There it is again, it's whole service. And this is Virgo. This is you. This is the sixth house. This is the house of service. So again, it keeps saying that most of you have these type of jobs. And this is what you were put on this earth to do. No matter how insignificant you think that you are, or what type of job you have, whatever. I mean, it's not like you have to be a president or whatever. But you really do make a difference according to this card. But I'm also saying that for some odd reason, I do believe, especially with that 9, and I know how I read. I put things together. You got 9 here, you got 9 there. This is a 9 year. I don't know if you guys knew that. This is a 9 year. 9s are typically very challenging numbers. Okay. And you probably should know your own personal year number as well, but everyone is living in a 9 year. And I would say that that's absolutely correct. All right. This can have something to do with health, We're looking at the Virgo house here, or work. Anything dealing with Virgo deals with your daily routines, your work, your health, that type of stuff. And it doesn't necessarily have to be you. It's people that you're around that could be experiencing these type of issues. So either way, it's something that has gotten you out of your routine. Maybe some of you guys, have changes or had changes with your working career or your health. But I would definitely say, yeah, this year has been challenging for a lot of people. I can tell you that. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this is going to be your last one. I know. I can't be on here as long as I usually do because I have to do so many other readings today. All right. That's why I started so early. Oh. What's at the bottom of the deck? Hold on. Now, the Three of Swords here says, sadness is a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal, but once you work your way through the emotions, there it is again, you'll be stronger than before. So some of you guys have been in your feelings. Okay. Now let me see what comes out in addition to this so I can put it together. This is a healing card. And the only reason why I say that is because the one that came out with it, if you pay attention to the top part, it says optimistic, right? So I really do feel like, yeah, you guys have been disheartened, right? There's been things that have caused you to feel discouraged with this Three of Swords. This is more so discouragement. But when you look at this Princess of Spring, it talks about optimism. So even though you've experienced some things that have really gotten you down, there's this healing thing. This is healing time. I'm not looking at this as like you're crying right now. Yeah, I do believe Virgos may have actually experienced that. But, but this is more so like a healing. You see how that other dove or bird or whatever, rose-breasted grosbeak, okay, is consoling the other one. And then you're looking at the romance part too. So this could be a friend because we saw pact, right? We saw people who will come in and support you and assist you. And so it's telling you to stay optimistic. It's telling you to stay optimistic. That's exactly what I feel just based on that card alone. All right. And then you have this whole monarch butterfly with that crown. Butterfly always represents, rebirth. And we've seen that before, rebirth after destruction, that type of thing. You're going to be crowned. There's something about you that other people are going to be able to see. You're going to be, not everyone gets crowned queen or king or considered to be royalty. That's not a normal thing. So there's something that you're doing, or the person that you are, you're considered special. And I feel like the universe is going to show you that in the physical realm, because remember, it's not just when we say spiritual, anyone can be like, oh, I'm special. But when it first started off talking about that physical part, there's going to be something that you're going to be able to see where you know that you are above the rest in a sense, okay? Or you're special compared to, from what I'm saying. Now, I would say your money looks like it's going to spring into... it's going to spring forward just based on that gazelle. I was trying to see how I'll be able to look at that, and that's how they showed me. You have had some hardships, you've had some problems financially, but just looking at that gazelle springing up out of the grass, it does look like things are going to start to go on an upswing here for you. And even with the Three of Swords, it's like a healing element, where if there's been some problems and trials with your finances, that's going to increase as well. I mean, also to a point where you don't expect it, because again, we did see that unexpected energy. And this is like a privileged person. It could be to the point where it's that great for you, like you are privileged. So it just depends on what that means for you as far as monetary, but that's what I'm seeing. So Virgo, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're interested in a personal reading, all that information is down below. I love you guys. Have a good morning.